Tell me about your childhood.
I'm an actor. I'm a circus performer. I've written a couple of books. I've done a couple of things. What intrigues me about circus culture is the throes of danger. There's no place I would rather be.
Tonight and work our way up to the 20th century.
I'm very enthused, very excited to meet Joe Coleman.
I'd always been, fascinated by the sideshow, and I incorporated a lot of sideshow quality to my performance art,
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Step right up. It's Freakatorium time, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. See, the most amazing, the most colossal, why, I might even go so far as to say the most downright mediocre show on the whole Midway. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we've got genuine Fiji mermaids, ossified, petrified, and mummified.
He's got this counter culture thing that he was at the very beginning of. There's so many things that took place in the United States, became pop culture later in the 90s, that Joe Coleman was very influential in starting in the late 80s.
It's the dark side of the circus, too. I mean, it's the more squalid aspects and the more sensational aspects of the circus. I really appreciated that Jim Rose brought it back, and to a larger audience. I don't really know him, but I'm looking forward to getting to know him. And
where is this elephant I'm walking to?
It's right over there.
And I go this way.
You're gonna go this way?
Okay. Elephant ici?
hey, Jim. Hey, how are you, man? Hey.
How are you, brother? Hey, good to see you. It's good to see you, man.
What a glorious place to meet you at, too.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, this is these people used to be in partnership with Royal Deluxe. Started off actually as street performing.
Yeah.
And it just kept getting bigger and bigger.
Right.
Now, like, the Royal Deluxe gets, I don't know, $2 million a show. But these people used to be part of Royal Deluxe, and they splintered off, and they've got their own thing, and the divergence is actually real. These guys are not copying each other. There's just two separate little art worlds going on right here in Nunn. My brother-in-law actually helped make this.
Oh, he did?
You know, I live in France.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking Joe Coleman. So many things you set in motion in the late 80s that became pop culture in the 90s.
Those early days were fun.
Well, you know, people just take all this fascination with serial killers and all that.
Yeah.
It's
become so
almost
much a part of the.
mainstream, you
Yeah,
know?
I know it's
I
become
mean, to
like
us
that.
it is mainstream because, you know, where
Yeah.
we come from. But, man, that stuff, it's
Yeah, I know. It's the
started
world
with
has
Joe Coleman.
changed. Yeah. And, I mean, the site. I mean, tattoos were illegal, you know, and now like everybody and their Aunt Mabel has tattoos. Hello.
The world's
What's your name?
largest spoiler.
Riva. This one is to move the head.
Okay.
The two ones on the sides are to move the fangs.
Oh, nice. Ah, so he looks like he's walking now.
All jaded, cynical shit aside, this is pretty cool.
It is really cool. I wouldn't mind having one of these in my house.
Yeah.
How long have you lived here now?
Oh, just a few years, but
Oh, only
I
a
used
few
to
years.
come. Yeah, but I used to come here for 3 months every year.
Yeah.
For 30 years.
Because you and Bibi have been together a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bravo, thank you.
Hey, Joe, are you right-handed?
Yeah, normally I get in that side.
Yeah, let's do this, because I'm
Okay.
left-handed.
Okay. It makes sense for me. So.
We're both quirky.
Yeah.
Hey, sir, what do I do with all this stuff? I lived in Seattle for 11 years. Well, I was a heroin addict throughout the 80s.
Right.
Washington, D.C.
Weren't we all? I think you did start out working in sideshows like just as a vendor, right? Or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Well, I started off actually as a motorcycle daredevil.
Oh, even before that.
Mhm.
Okay.
I started jumping cows. I know it's not politically correct
Well, that's
now.
when you got hurt, right?
Oh, wow, Joe. You know more about me than I do.
What was the effect? Was it your spine or was it?
Yeah. That's why as I walk around today, you notice I've got the posture of a jumbo shrimp.
The geek that I saw when I was a teenager
Mm-hmm.
was Hezekiah Trembles. Do you know him?
Not by name.
He was known as Kunga the Witch Doctor. There was a guy like a barker outside with a pet rabbit with a fake diamond necklace.
Yeah.
And the guy's going, "Come on in, boys, and see Kunga the Witch Doctor. Master of voodoo, hoodoo, and conjure." And as soon as I heard that, I was like, wow, I got to see this.
Oh, I was going to tell you, the one that got me when I was a kid, and that's what got me hooked, I was just vending soft drinks, man. You know, it was the state fair time. When they're not there, guess who was coming through that same place? the Doors, Hendrix, all of them. I was vending soft drinks for all that crap. But there was this one loop. It was just a loop, not even a live talker, with a banner of a kid standing next to a horse that was way smaller. A horse smaller than a dog, found in the Grand Canyon of Tucson, Arizona. First of all, I mean, I'm from Arizona, so I know that the Grand Canyon's not in Tucson. But it's still, I still bought into it, man, and I had to go see that little horse.
The spiel is often
For me,
the
it was
best
the
thing,
only
but
thing.
and also like the banners are often like
Yeah.
the best part of a show too.
They just did so many great. It's like, well, you've got Pickle Punks, right?
Yeah.
Well, you go to a Pickle Punk store or show, and they've got the beautiful touch is you've got all these, this whole banner that's got all this stuff. But what really sells it? There's a stroller there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got a stroller on the outside.
Yeah.
And that psychologically makes you
absolutely.
think those things are alive when you get in there.
Hello.
Nice to meet
you.
you.
I like the glasses.
Automatic glasses.
I'm Joe. This
I
is
want
Jim.
to see very.
Yeah.
And who are you?
So, my name is Pierrick, like Peter and Eric, contracted, and Pierrick Sorin. It's Brittany name.
Oh, okay.
Name of.
Is that you?
Yes,
Yeah, that's you everywhere,
I perform.
Every character.
Yes, 80 characters.
80 characters.
It was an order from the city of Nantes. I had to tell about the history of the city, but in a funny and original way.
It's pretty damn cool, man.
Yeah. There's something related to slavery here, right?
Many people have won many money a long time ago with slaves because
Right.
so the city is a little ashamed of her past.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you do other public installations?
Yes, a lot.
And where else would they be?
In different cities or for private companies like Chanel.
This is really nice. Hey, I was in this castle 30 years ago. I did not see this.
This time it was a little sad here. It was a little very conventional. Or it's always conventional.
I was telling Joe, I said, I haven't been in this castle for 30 years, but I doubt it's changed much as a joke.
Yet it has.
I remember
About once a month.
I saw you some years ago. You made a show.
I think we played here twice,
Yeah.
if I remember. I
And
don't
where
know.
was it?
Once was here at this castle.
Oh, really?
Wow. Hey, merci beaucoup.
Okay. Thank you.
Merci
Bye.
beaucoup.
See you again, perhaps.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Bye bye. Thank you.
It's my wedding ring. The junior with the arrow shot through his own head. And
What is it?
male and female zombies holding up the coffin. That's Junior, my
Yeah. Okay.
kid without a head. It's a poison, like it's a coffin. It's a poison ring. So like
Yeah,
Whitney has one and I have one, but they're both different. I put a little arsenic in her coffin.
Get outta
She puts
here.
a little.
How long have you been married?
Well, we've been married. It's easy, 16 years, because it was 2000, and we were married by a ventriloquist dummy. And I had met the guy like many years before back when Times Square was a dive, and I just wandered into this bar, and I saw this guy passed out in the bar, but this dummy at the bar, like insulting everyone in the bar. You bunch of sad motherfuckers. But the guy's like this, and so they were wanting to kick his ass, and I got him out of there and brought him home, and we became friends. And then I came to realize that it wasn't an act. This was his alter ego.
Oh, God.
How did you guys meet?
I was, dude, it is dude, isn't it? I love that joke.
It's Mr. Dude to you.
Yeah, there you go. I used to do spoken word. I had given up that carny stuff. And I was doing spoken word in the 80s at a place called DC Space. That's where Henry Rollins got started.
Uh-huh.
I was really bad. 10 people would be there, and one night one of them was there, one person was there and really enjoyed what I was doing and saw them beaming at me, and she was gorgeous, and so I immediately wanted to talk to her after the show. And then it dawned on me why she didn't really speak English. So no wonder she liked that show. I was just a broken down spoken word 3-card money hustler for smack at that point.
Yeah.
So I mean,
so she kind of
was there for that. Yeah,
she helped you out of it.
Oh man, she did, because what she did is she took me back to Europe. And so I stayed down in her parents' basement, and that's how I got off.
Oh, you got clean in her parents' basement?
Yeah, and so she did that.
Hello.
This is great. Hey, how are you, man? Hey, can I try? I mean, it's been many, many, many years. Hey, I don't have my I don't want to take my shoes off. It's been many, 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 many years. Ooh, I'm not going to do it. I know it. I knew it. Okay. I bet I could do it with 20 minutes practice, though. Look at that. They're passing them. Way to go.
You have a bad influence on people here.
Yeah. Well, look at this.
So, I mean, you've inspired these places.
Huh. I don't think I have. I've got nothing
Yeah,
to do with
in a
this.
way you have, you know.
You know what I did, man? I learned stuff that they were doing in front of the Pompidou Center in Paris, and I took it back to the United States.
Oh, yeah?
And then I come back to France 3 years later, and because I was on the X-Files and the Simpsons and everything else, they thought it was new. But it was the same stuff I learned in front of the Pompidou Center.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
all been going on for centuries. This is more mainstream.
This is what we all know a circus is. There
but
you go.
But you like to do the things that, like when I was talking about Hezekiah Trembos, like Kunga the Witch Doctor, like the more morbid and like underbelly, fucked up shit was the stuff that I loved. I mean, a trapeze is good, but if you have the person fall, you know, then all of a sudden it's more exciting.
You know, all that stuff's so hard to learn. The stuff that I do, I can teach anybody in 2 minutes.
This place is more part of your world than my world. Because my world was the darkest part of the carny, which you also embrace.
I took a little of that. I think you went further than me on a lot of levels. If you go back and listen to the patter that I used to do, it would create a hypnotism thing. That was one thing I studied a lot. You know, how is it that Hitler can talk to these people and mesmerize them?
Yeah.
Mass hypnotism was like one of those things I had to get to the bottom of. It was just like, how do you take people away from loved ones and put them in a cult and close those doors and they never talk to their family again? How do pimps turn girls into prostitutes? That whole psychological thing that happens was maybe my greatest fascination and what I've studied the most.
Well, I was fascinated with Charlie
Yeah,
Manson
but
how-
see, the actual formula of how he created that,
But
step by
I also
step,
like the people
through
that-
the minutiae,
the
so
people
that,
that
you would
have
know
it
how
instinct.
to duplicate it.
But Charlie's like a guy that it comes from instinct. Like Charlie's not
That's
a guy
right,
that reads
but
a book
it
on
can
how
be
to do it. But
dissected
it can. It
scientifically.
can. Yeah. But what I like better is the one who's, you know.
I think I had it instinctually, but I also studied it like crazy so that I was able to take that and put it on a stage.
That's right, Seattle. In the 1990s, the responsible thing for the Jim Rose Circus sideshow is to show the proper use of a condom. He's got a special way of lubricating it. He snorts it into his nose and pulls it out of his mouth. An inverted lubrication, a reversal of the process, if you will.
So we're about to see a fire artist.
Well, I know a lot about being a fire artist.
I know you do. You know, I always think of you. And I've already said this to you. You're like the Godfather, right? I know I'll screw this up. But when I knew I was going to do this show with you, I pulled out my harmonica and I thought, I have to learn this. So let's see if I can do it.
Wait a second. Well, let's walk into.
Ooh. God damn it. I told you I needed to practice. I only thought of playing this when I heard I was doing the show, and I didn't put a lot of time into it. You know what? I'm not playing this very well.
Yeah, but it was better when you don't play it well. It works even better.
Oh, she's ready.
Oh, okay. You're ready to go, right? It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm
She's
Joe.
ready.
This is Jim.
I'm very pleased to meet
Hi,
you.
Mahela.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so nice. Well,
So are you ready
let's
to?
have
we
a
have fire.
tornado.
All right.
Ah, I love the smell. Well, it's like apocalypse now, like the
Yeah.
this
Napalm.
napalm.
In the morning.
Fire
Look at
dance.
that. That's beautiful.
The fire
It's a
dance.
tornado.
Yeah, twister. Gorgeous. Okay, what do you want us to do?
You have a foot.
Yeah, I have a foot.
You know what? I brought a foot. I brought a foot too.
Oh, that's good. So look what we can do.
Ah,
Whoa.
nice.
Do you want to try it?
You holding on to me?
All right.
Thank you so much. Can I give you a kiss?
Thank you.
It's-
Very
Thank you
pleased to
so
meet
much.
you.
Pleased to meet you too.
Very pleased to meet you too.
So am I. Thank you.
This has been a fantastic time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Come and visit us in the States sometime. If you or are you not allowed to get back in the States for some
No, I'm allowed there.
Unknown reason that I can't talk about on.
I got to tell you, man, I don't want to go too far from
home.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you're welcome.
Yo, I hear you. Oh, and the hustles I used to have to do to get money. I'll tell you one that's underestimated. It really does. It collects a lot of money quick. I would go into a dry cleaning establishment, and as soon as they turned their heads, I'd grab their receipt book. And then I would write stain removal sweater 1995. And I would just go restaurant to restaurant to restaurant saying, hey, my wife was in here a couple of weeks ago. Somebody left mustard on the table. She got it all over her brand new sweater. Waitress said to go get it taken care of and to bring in the receipt. And so here it is. Because I knew the policy is that they're not going to argue much if it's under 20 bucks.
Right. You can make a lot of little.
So you just click, click, click. Well, you know what, man? A 40 bag of heroin, that's only 2 of those places.
The hustles that I liked, I did the hard way, but I did them just for my own pure enjoyment. Like I would do a thing where I would tie my leg back, really tie it, and then get a pair of pants, and then take the leg and then pin it up, and go around with crutches, like in Grand Central Station and in Penn Station. And I would also put scars on my face with rigid collodion, and do all these effects and then panhandle. And I would make up different stories, like, I was a Vietnam vet, or I was an abused child, and I would con people into, it was like a beggar's racket.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, and it was like, I got so much enjoyment out of being a character, for a while.
Man, that was half of it.
Yeah.
Like, I spent a lot of time learning to be a pickpocket. And there's something extremely rewarding about it.
Cheers.
How am I doing on continuity? Can I take this off for a while?
Of course you can. You can do anything you want, right?
Of course. Oh, really? Let me show you Puppetry of the Penis.
Puppetry of the Penis?
Yeah, did you ever see that show?
Yeah.
I helped put that together, right?
So were you physically involved in it?
No. No, I think I'm taking physically correctly. I wasn't...
Because the artist that I'm talking about was actually using his own...
Yeah.
Dick for the...
I used other people's.
Yeah, I know, but I guess I'm kind of old school. If you can't do it yourself...
I mean, I have done it, but... I don't think I've got the best prop. When it comes to penis, I take after my mother.
I always like to just do things myself. Like when I was with a band in the early 70s, like doing a punk rock band, that's what I didn't like. I didn't like working with other kids. I don't like to be in their playground. I want to do my own thing, and then I commit to it, and it's just my thing, but I'm doing it, you know. And this is why I like, you know, painting. It's just me.
You and a single hair.
Yeah.
And you're also a control freak.
Yeah. My pathology is clear.
Yeah, but most of us are, you know, and I am too. I didn't hire anybody I couldn't control. You know what I mean?
But there's no one that could do what I want exactly the way I want it.
See, there's people that do what I want better than I can do it. It depends on what you want.
Yeah.
You've never wanted something that somebody else could do better. Or why do I want to stick all kinds of stuff through my body when I can just pay somebody $600 a week to do it?
But it was something, when I was doing...
I wanted control of the presentation.
But I guess the thing that's different with me is that when I was doing atrocities to my body, it's because I needed to do that to my body.
See, I never did.
It wasn't even a gimmick. It was because I needed... My own pathology made me do that. Because it wasn't about making money. Because
you're weird.
If you want to be... If you want to follow my career...
Give it up.
Well, what's weird to me is that people followed me because I was not bringing you into a career that I think is any way to make fame or fortune. In fact,
worked pretty good for me.
I know. That's what's shocking. But you can imagine my chagrin. You know, holy shit, what the fuck? I was not engaged in making money at it. I had it served me well. But my reasons for doing it were so personal. I tried to make the carny, I tried to own it, you know, as a, like just make, you know, my personal demons public spectacle.
I didn't start this for the money, I guarantee you. I started it as a way to avoid growing up. I came up with a new way to market pest control companies when I was 18. And I made $2 million, bam, like that. So making money was never a problem. Now, I lost it all because I got on drugs, but I always knew I could make it back. So money was never it for me. I hearkened back to my youthful days. Then I was in France and I learned that stuff there. And rather than jump back into the money-making business, let's just go and do this as street performers for a while. Did that for a month and my crowds got big. I was making really good money at Venice Beach. Took it to Seattle. Ended up in a Middle Eastern restaurant. It sold out immediately and I never looked back. Encore vin, s'il vous plaît.
So you have the Shellfish Tower. But I tried to attach it to like things that were going on in my life. Like when I did the performance ritual when my mom died, I turned the funeral into a performance in which I projected like old porno movies of fucking and sucking from the 50s, like these...
You're fucking nuts.
Yeah, and I projected them on a paper screen, and then after 20 minutes, the lights go on, and then I jump off the ladder, and I'm attached to the ceiling, and I have my explosives on, and I explode over the audience on this rope, and I'm swinging over the audience, exploding.
That's dangerous, by the way.
It is totally dangerous. Every
for
performance I did was dangerous.
More for the audience than
you. It was dangerous for everyone involved.
Well, I know.
That's why I kept getting arrested. That was my way of dealing with my mother's death. I know that sounds strange, but that was a way of like keeping my head together. Simple napkin. Nothing up my sleeve?
You know this little trick. Going to make a bird appear.
Yeah.
Correct people when I
it's a
think
snail.
they're wrong. But you know what? This is another one of those where
No, you need that one.
I'm not sure this is how I want to spend my evening. Dude, what happens? What, you stick this in? How does this work? Show me something I don't know. Show me something I don't understand.
I hope you're getting that.
Hey, show me how to get the stuff out of this. You got to break it.
Go to pick it up.
Yeah. Oh, now what's that taste like? Thank you so much. Wow, look at that. This stuff. Dude, take a stick.
A bit of space for the dessert, maybe?
No.
Oh, no, we have to leave. We're on a time. But hey, you stole my watch.
I could.
Now Andrew Queen has lost her ring. I think it used to sit right here, encrusted in blue and hard and true. For now I will kiss her finger.
I always did media scams. I used to every couple of years say that people claiming to represent Michael Jackson approached me trying to buy my circus and move it to a Polish theme park. I'd fucking release that every 2 years. Made front page at fucking USA Today put that in twice on their front page. Same story. They didn't even know what they had run 2 years earlier. But, you know, they couldn't resist a Michael Jackson story. And Jackson didn't mind that stuff.
But he did have an honest, fascination with the sideshow.
Oh, I know he did. I know he did. He had the Elephant Man.
Yeah. Yeah, the bones.
Here's one that may interest you. I get a call from Trent Reznor, the Nine Inch Nails guy, to go out with him. And they go, I've got this opening act I just signed to my record label. His name's Brian Warner. Nobody was calling him Marilyn Manson yet.
Yeah.
So first time I meet him, he's like in Levi's and stuff, Brian. But I really liked that first album a lot. And I said, man, this is good stuff, Trent. And so then I saw his show, and he had, he'd put in the contact eye and all that weird stuff. But nobody knew who he was opening for us, and I was the middle slot. And so finally, him and I became really good friends. I said, look, man, here's what you got to do, and I helped him do it. Internet had just started, and I said, first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a fake Christian website, and then we're going to contact all the legitimate ones in all the cities we're about to go to, and we're going to warn them that you're coming and ask them to help us protest you. And I would say within a month he was a household name and made $1 million selling t-shirts.
Are you guys still friends?
Oh, sort of. Him and Trent got all sideways, and so Trent's like one of my best friends. His dad is my best friend.
His dad, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Doesn't mean much, by the way.
Well, it means a lot to you. I mean, if it's your best friend.
Well, yeah, man, but best friend needs to be explained. I'm pretty reclusive. Being my best friend does not mean much. But yeah, man, we did that Marilyn Manson thing.
I didn't realize you were connected to that, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that common knowledge? Or?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, it is now.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Welcome.
Hi. Je m'appelle Jim Rose.
Valeria. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to Kedeshap.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you? I'm Jim Rose.
Argo.
Hi, Argo. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. I saw you 25 years ago in Rennes.
Oh, the Rennes Festival, yeah.
Yeah. You put
Yeah.
something in your noise.
Yeah, why not?
You can do this with this?
I can do something with that, but
Yeah?
not that. Do you have a concrete block?
I think here.
I'll show you a really good trick with that.
So here it's Kitty Shop. It's a place. Here we are all working about performing arts, and we also host workshops. This month we have a workshop about clown.
Do we have some clowns here?
Yes, many clowns.
Boy, what do you do? Are you going to show me? Bravo! Et toi? Oh, wow. Wow. Plus the eggs. It's that? Oh.
Ah.
That's okay. Very much performance art.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Jim Rose is about to perform.
Oh. Okay, it's too big.
Oh, yeah, I think.
Ça va? Okay. Artie. Okay, now.
Yeah.
Here, I got the Courier Joe.
Yep.
Courier Joe. Okay. Thank you, Joe. I forgot to tell you to act like it hurts. Merci. What is that?
It's a projection of tightrope.
Wow. Oh, that's real nice.
Yeah, it is nice. Huh? Nice. Very good.
Oh, I see. It's part of it.
There you go. Bravo.
Hey, who thought of that? Man.
Oh, thank you.
That was
Thank you.
incredible.
We are very clever, you know.
I can tell.
Yeah,
I can
very,
tell.
Thank you very much.
Dorian.
Thank you, Marceline.
Oh, it's really good. Now, who's the artist that did this?
Kazi.
Kazi did this. And look at that swath of blue.
I heard about the story of Evil Clown. It's,
The evil clown?
Evil Clown?
Yeah. In the United States?
Yeah, it's dangerous for the clown, yeah?
No, it's dangerous for the people that see the clown. Not for the clown.
Okay.
The clown appears, and then people get scared.
Now it's difficult to be a clown.
No, look at Trump. It's not difficult at all. It's easy. It's the easiest thing in the world.
It's beautiful. All
Yes.
this. It's what's this? It's a thief, no?
you're not so much connected to the circus anymore, but is the Jim Rose Circus still going on?
No.
Like, is it, okay,
No.
so there is no Jim
I get
Rose
asked to
sideshow.
do a lot of stuff, dude, but you know, I had horrific health problems over the last 5 years.
Oh yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, I finally am on the other side of it, and it's like, my whole goal
Like
is to
life-threatening?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know, my whole goal is just to stay out of stressful situations. If something's even has a whiff of stress attached to it, I won't do it. Because I don't, there's nothing I need.
Right.
You know, I'm really happy. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life.
It's nice the way that things have worked out. I mean, I feel blessed to the kind of shit that I came from, and to come here and to just continue to enjoy life and have new surprises. I mean, I don't know what I did down there to deserve this. I mean, it's fun just being with you tonight. You know,
I don't even
it's
think
all
I've ever been with anybody for 7 hours straight.
Really?
Probably not even my wife. I'm loving every minute of it, brother.
Hey, it's not even raining anymore.
Where's my wife? Where's Whitney? Would you ask Joe to please talk about something other than you all night?
Oh, God, really? So what did you guys get up to?
Like I said, I tried to get to know him, but all he wanted to talk about is you.
Ah.
That's all he talked about was you the whole time.
Really?
That's all he said.
But Joe,
Sound like
I was
him.
asking about his childhood, and like he wouldn't say anything. I said,
you know how
It's
Joe's
like
so
you.
reticent to talk about himself.
Right.
I mean, it was like pulling teeth.
I would like to read, like I want to read Snake Oil.
Snake oil is how to use human nature in your favor. You know, that's just weird stuff I happen to know about. And why do I want to just keep it to myself? It's like how to learn to be a bullfighter. I mean, I hate the whole thing. I hate killing bulls. But it's very interesting how you train people to be a bullfighter. How do you first step into that ring? What's the process? How to teach a bear to ride a bicycle? Is that the best use for a bear? No, let him be a bear. But how to hypnotize a rabbit?
But it's interesting in my mind is that we have a lot in common, but I do the exact opposite. Because in fact, I do it as like just fully throwing myself into it with no preconceived ideas. I mean, I was cutting up corpses in Budapest, Hungary, that the medical examiner allowed me to do because he was a big fan of my work. That's what I thrive on, that kind of stuff, to make my art. It's not about like formula, it's about experiencing the moment.
See, the biggest picture? We're exactly alike. We become obsessed with a vision and we see it to the end. The actual what takes place, the presentation, the vibe of it, that might differ. But none of them would get to that place if we didn't start at the place I just mentioned, which is an obsessive vision that we have to see come to fruition.
Yeah.
Okay, now do we share that, Joe?
Yeah, and also
that we share.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so the rest of it is just how we get there. I'm more about the roller coaster ride.
I love that too. I love the roller coaster.
And that's the formula, though, because I'm thinking I'm not going to just go out there and wing it.
But I want to get off the roller coaster and like find out what the fuck's.
I know where I'm taking them ahead of time.
What's going on?
I know where I'm taking them ahead of time. My point was to scare them.
My point was to scare me.